In this lesson, we're going to discuss the PA plan. It's just a simple model, but it has helped hundreds of our students in the past. It's a way of ordering your thoughts and the information you have available from the documents in the preparatory phase. Surprise, surprise, we want you to start with an introduction. We want you to think about IMQ1. That's an introduction, saying who you are and the role that you're performing, explaining your mission, what your objectives are, perhaps the route plan for this meeting. And Q1, the first question that you intend to ask. Doing this helps you gain good momentum, makes you feel comfortable and gives you confidence to take through. Whilst you're doing most of the talking in this brief introductions phase, there are several essentials that you may as well get out of the way, which helps develop your relationship with the role actor, or at least demonstrates your intention to do so. Sometimes they will be responsive to this. But you should value the role actor for what they've done or for what they do. You should empathise if they are in difficult circumstances. And you should show personal responsibility for taking on the challenges, taking ownership of the issues that are involved. This is a nice, comfortable start which allows you to demonstrate your professionalism. Now, the probing phase is a busy area. You'll be thinking about how to work with the role actor, using the information you've been given already, and the thoughts that you have about the problems that are represented here. We'll discuss that more elsewhere. We'll discuss how you can use police investigative interviewing techniques to look at conversation management that certainly comes into play through the probing phase. Standards is an important thing to think about during the probing phase. You'll be considering your standards, the organisations, the police service standards, and indeed our community standards. The probing phase is an area where people taking the sergeant's exam should expect to be working hard to demonstrate their resilience. They may find they run into block walls. The solutions phase. In this area, you'll be looking to bring out short and long-term answers to the problems you'll have developed through problem-solving techniques, which we discuss elsewhere. You'll be wrapping these up in action plans to deal with those issues, or perhaps to deal with developing staff, quite possibly both. Inspectors' exam candidates can expect to be demonstrating their strategic perspective well in this area. The next steps shows the difference between ordinary candidates and police academy candidates. To score really well, you want to show that you thought well beyond the 5 minutes of this scenario. That actually, having gained information from documents and the role actor, having identified what the issues are, and brought out solutions, at which point you've recognised what success looks like. It's in the next steps that you can then show that you care about whether or not you succeeded, and how you will measure that, and how you will decide if that's the case. You'd be thinking around future meetings involving the role actor, possibly others, maybe community groups. You'll be looking to show how you have monitored, how you will review, and to decide if you've been successful, how you evaluate whether success has been met. For instance, you may in some circumstances think that if crime or arrests or calls to the police are reduced, that we've been successful because the problem has gone away. It may be that you need to look qualitatively at whether the community thinks the problem has gone away, as well as the quantitative measures. Show beyond the 5 minutes, and you will show that you care about this situation, and you will demonstrate far more skills than those that just think that running around with some short and long-term solutions will suffice. It's not just getting the answer right, it's how you get the answer right. We'll establish this in other areas of this DVD as well. Now what you can see there is a circle. It's a clock model. This works for a lot of people, but not everybody. You can see here that the model works just as well in a linear pattern. And if this works better for you, so be it. This is just about giving you a number of anchors to recording information and your thoughts in the preparatory phase, ready to be the best possible assistance to you during the scenario. What you must do, of course, is, having recorded it, is to use it. It's interesting how many people, as they're preparing to take their exam, do lots of hard work preparing, start using the model, and then wander away from their notes. You may well be able to remember it all, but in times of pressure, it's usually very helpful to be able to refer back to your notes. So if you spend a lot of time working on them, use them.